after the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that Prime Minister Modi is retiring at the age of 75 and that voters will not be voting for Prime Minister but instead for someone else that will be taking his role, Home Minister Amit Shah and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh have refuted the claim. Hitting out at the overall opposition bloc, the Defence Minister said that those who are unable to decide on their own leadership are now making such claims about the NDA. He even went on to clarify that the entirety of the NDA is contesting the Lok Sabha elections under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and that he will complete his tenure. On the other hand, Home Minister Amit Shah also made reassurances that the Prime Minister will in fact be completing his full term, saying that it's not written in the Constitution that he can't hold the post after the age of 75. Now remember, it's a BJP tradition to retire politicians at the age of 75, which is what the Delhi Chief Minister had drawn upon. In fact, joining me on the broadcast to discuss more on this is Pradeep Mahaur from the BJP and also Dr. Nikul Patel, who is a political analyst. Gentlemen, appreciate joining us on the broadcast there for this discussion, a very interesting discussion, I can assure you. But before we start with that, let's listen in to what Arvind Kejriwal had to say.
मोदी जी अगले साल 17 सितंबर को 75 साल के हो रहे हैं। बीजेपी के अंदर मोदी जी ने 2014 में मोदी जी ने खुद ने रूल बनाया था कि बीजेपी के अंदर जो भी 75 साल का होगा उसको रिटायर कर दिया जाएगा। सबसे पहले आडवाणी जी को रिटायर किया गया, उसके बाद मुरली मनोहर जोशी जी को रिटायर किया गया, फिर सुमित्रा महाजन को रिटायर किया गया, फिर यशवंत सिन्हा को रिटायर किया गया। अब मोदी जी अगले साल 17 सितंबर को रिटायर होने वाले हैं।
Right, so that's Arvind Kejriwal's statement there, which has sparked a lot of political speculation and which the BJP top leadership has also responded to. I'll start with Dr. Nikul Patel, who's a political analyst. Mr. Patel, help us understand what exactly Arvind Kejriwal is trying to say here, because on one hand, he very confidently says that Modi is not coming back to power. On the other hand, he's telling voters that when the BJP comes to power, Modi will not be ruling the entire term. So isn't he confusing himself and the voters?
Firstly, I would like to quote about what Arvind Kejriwal wants to convey to the people of the country. Because we know that when Narendra Modi take the charge of Bharatiya Janata Party, he made it realize to the party that those who achieve the age of 75 years will not be given any more mandate or a ticket from the Bharatiya Janata Party, and the new blood or fresh people will be allowed to participate in the election. Now, when it comes for Pradhan Mantri himself, he is not right now 75, so he may be contesting the elections, but the new tickets that they want to party want to issue and the Central Election Committee of BJP make that 75 years is the deadline for any politician to contest. Now, what Arvind Kejriwal is making a gimmick on it, that if Pradhan Mantri is contesting and he is elected for that, then after 1 year he may be retiring because he is 74 right now. So that is what BJP is defending right now. But it's all, I think, Arvind Kejriwal want to bring to the notice that Pradhan Mantri should realize his own statement and own rules. But what Pradhan Mantri is telling that he is changing rule for himself. So now it's part of the BJP that what will happen and what they want to do, it's on the part of BJP, right?
Absolutely. A very interesting point, Dr. Patel, that you're making there about the BJP. Of course, in the past, speaking about this, I'll take this point across to Mr. Pradeep Mahaur. Mr. Pradeep Mahaur, Arvind Kejriwal himself, from what we heard right now, pointed out of various instances where the BJP has, it's of course an unwritten rule where the BJP has stressed upon leaders who pass the age of 75 to quit active electoral politics and also to quit office. Now, Amit Shah himself in 2019, before the Lok Sabha elections, had made a statement like that. Why is it different? Now, the BJP says that it's a party with a difference. Everyone is pretty similar. Prime Minister Modi himself says that I'm a Karyakarta, I'm no different than anyone else. So why is there a why is there a difference between Prime Minister Modi and any other leader in the BJP? Why doesn't the BJP follow the same rule for Modi?
No, first of all, there is no such rule as such that the person has to retire at the age of 35 or 78 or 80 or whatever. I mean, it basically depends upon the physical capacity. If somebody is able to work, he'll be working. If somebody feels that he might be suffering from some kind of diseases and he'll not able to take the responsibility, then the situation is different. As far as Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, he is a person who creates some kind of news. I mean, he is basically clinging with the media. and he throws the controversies. He throws some peanuts, and he wants people to catch it. This is what he's doing since beginning. Since beginning, he is just a media man. He throws controversies. He wants to be there in the limelight of media, and
Mr.
that's it.
Pradeep Maur, I just have to
This is
interrupt you
what
there
his
because
agenda.
you're talking about a leader not being physically capable, having some sort of a disease or something like that. Let me just talk about one example that Arvind Kejriwal gave. That was of Anandibel Patel. It was in 2016 that she quit. She was 74 then, and today it's 2024, and she is serving as the governor of Uttar Pradesh. So is she fit enough to be a governor, and then she's not fit enough to be the chief minister? How does
There
that
are
work?
two
I'm not
things. There are
understanding
two
this.
things. There are two things basically. First thing is that if somebody is retiring, I mean, there can be that can be their own choice that they do not want to continue with the politics anymore, or they want to do something else in life. So it is basically two things. One, personal choice of the party. If they feel that person is able to contribute up to this age, fair enough, the person can continue. As far as Pradhan Mantri is concerned, his performance has been, fantastic in the last 5 years, and this is what we have seen. Until now, we do not see any sign of old age or getting tired or something like this. He has been traveling a lot, so there is no issue as such that he will be continuing and he will be completing 5 years, next 5 years as a Prime Minister of India. This is been decided, and this is there in the party. So there is no if and but in this.
All right. Dr. Patel, this of course is the BJP's reaction. They are now stating earlier when of course this could be something that the Congress could come out and say that it's a politics of convenience. When the BJP, when a leader, it's convenient for them to show him the door, they start talking about the age of 75. When it's not, they make sure that they keep that leader. Do you think this is a politics of convenience? Because the BJP right now does not have any other popular face which is even close to Prime Minister Modi. So do you think BJP in a way has been forced to stick with Prime Minister Modi right now, even if he crosses age of 75, or do you really think that this is something that the BJP never said at all?
No, in fact, BJP never had this kind of a thing that person has to retire. I mean, there is no line drawn at the age of 75. First of all, we should understand. It is something like if a leader feels that after 75 he does not want to continue, he cannot take the responsibility, then he should be given an opportunity to do something for his family, because politics is very involving kind of an activity where
All
you
right,
have
I'll
to
ask Dr.
involve in
Nikul.
so many things.
I'll ask Dr. Nikul Patel
As
to
far as
respond to that.
Pradhan
Dr.
Mantri,
Nikul Patel, you help us understand if this is politics of convenience by the BJP, because if a rule is a rule for everyone, if you have one leader stepping down because he's not feeling that he's great, like for example Anandiben Patel, now for some reason BJP thought that in 2016 she was 74 and she was not fit enough to be the chief minister, she was too old for it, but in 2024 she's still serving as the governor of Uttar Pradesh. I mean, I don't understand that. Help me understand if this is politics of convenience by the BJP.
Yeah, I would like to quote like this: the lawmaker must be law keepers and law followers. If Pradhan Mantri, under his leadership, the Central Election Committee of Bharatiya Janata Party comes with a formula that after 75, nobody should be into an electoral politics and should give way to the new people to the country so they can contribute. And now, if you see, when there is no face other than Honorable Prime Minister for Bharatiya Janata Party in the entire country, they are coming with the statement that it's only a matter of health, it's only a matter of something which one must, if self voluntary retired. This is not the way. Definitely, it's a kind of convenience politics that Bharatiya Janata Party wants to play right now, because
no, no, no.
we have seen so many examples like Anandiben Patel who were made to retire from the electoral politics and now they are being serving as a governor to the states like UP. So BJP is coming with a stand that no, Pradhan Mantri is contributing. We are having no doubt with the potential of the Honorable Prime Minister, but the way he himself had
But
made a
Dr.
rule and
Nikul
now when it
Patel,
comes to him, why
Dr.
he
Nikul
don't want
Patel,
to
a quick
quit the
follow-up
electoral
question on
politics?
that. Whether Prime Minister Modi continues till he's 75, 85, 95, why is that something that the opposition is concerned about? I mean, it's the BJP's own business. Why should the opposition be concerned about it? Why should Arvind Kejriwal come out of jail and start talking about Prime Minister Modi's age? Why is he scared about the Prime Minister's popularity? That's a question that the BJP will ask.
Yeah, definitely. See, Pradhan Mantri is having a different kind of potential, and with the way he is working, and that is basically disturbing the entire opposition, so that they will come with a statement. Because see, Pradhan Mantri is also quoting the statement of opposition at so many places, and he wants to try to curtail the opposition. Similarly, over here, one of the event that incident had happened in Bharatiya Janata Party to so many leaders. And now when it comes to Honorable Prime Minister Arvind Kejriwal wants to bring to the notice to the people of the country that, see, when it comes to a rule which is made by the Pradhan Mantri himself, he is not following because it is its own turn right now. So that is why it comes as a convenience of politics. That is why I start with the statement that lawmakers must be law keepers and law followers. If you are making some law, then it must start with you. If it is within the party, there is
So
no
that's of
issue.
course
That is their
that's
own
of course the
guideline. There is
BJP that we're talking about, and also what the
about
opposition is demanding from the BJP. In fact, before we start talking about the BJP and also what the BJP's response has been, let's listen in to these reactions that have been coming in from the BJP, because as soon as this statement came out from Arvind Kejriwal, as soon as BJP realized that this could have nationwide ramifications electorally, the BJP's top brass started immediately responding to it. Let's listen into that.
अरविंद केजरीवाल एंड कंपनी और पूरे इंडिया अलायंस को कहना चाहता हूं, मोदी जी 75 साल के हो जाए, इससे आपको आनंदित होने की जरूरत नहीं है। ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के संविधान में कहीं नहीं लिखा है। मोदी ही ये टर्म पूरी करेंगे और मोदी जी ही आगे देश का नेतृत्व करते रहेंगे। इसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी में कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है। ये कंफ्यूजन खड़ा करना।
All right. Dr. Pradeep Mahaur, you're of course from the BJP. You heard the Home Minister there talk about this particular issue that has now come up. Now the BJP time and again talks about Rahul Gandhi, keeps mocking the Congress about how they continue to keep calling Rahul Gandhi young even after the age of 50. So do you really think this age debate really does matter? Because at the end of the day, a person who's standing for an election, he's not standing given his age, unless you're someone as old as Joe Biden, which of course becomes a major issue in a country like US. Do you think it really is a major factor? Does it really matter if the Prime Minister is 75 or 85 if he's really able to do the job?
No, not at all. Basically, the problem is the big image of Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi is a big problem for the opposition. And that is why they are actually looking for opportunity. If someday he is going to retire, then we can get some opportunity. Ultimately, it is the team BJP which is performing. Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi has extraordinary performance, no doubt about it. But ultimately, the whole party as a
But
whole.
Mr. Mahaur, I was asking you what the
ministers,
Congress is responding. Now the Congress constantly says that when the Prime Minister and the Home Minister can mock Rahul Gandhi ki 50 saal ka yuva neta, how is he still young at 50? Why can't they talk about Prime Minister's age, especially when the BJP has a tradition like this?
So, did BJP ever say that Pradhan Mantri is a youth? No. He's not growing in age. No, not at. I mean, he is growing and he is performing. So, what is the problem? Why is opposition worried? Actually, the problem is that opposition is worried because of the image of Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi, the kind of performance he is giving. It's after listening to Arvind Kejriwal, I'm pretty clear that he has made people clear that till the time Narendra Modi ji is there, we do not have any chance, we do not stand any chance at all in Indian politics. This is what is going on. So that is, they have to be worried. They have to be worried. And they have to be concerned. So they are putting forward their concern, not an issue in that. They will do that. And as far as Arvind Kejriwal, he is a media clinging kind of a person. He's just a media boy. So he has thrown some, the news so that he can remain there on the TV screens. That's it, and nothing else.
Right, Mr. Pradeep Mahaur, we can of course keep talking about it. On one hand, the Congress clearly, then the opposition, the entire opposition now talking about the BJP's unwritten tradition, unwritten rule of leaders retiring after the age of 75. And to be honest, the BJP did endorse this. Even I personally saw a lot of top BJP leaders coming out and tweeting and endorsing this particular point of view on debates as well, when it was very convenient to them. They could keep talking about it. They could say that, well, this is what we do to ensure that there is efficiency when it comes to governance. And now, when it comes to their topmost neta, the Prime Minister, suddenly the BJP is now saying that, well, it's not a written rule. We can do whatever we want. We've never said this officially that this is the rule that we follow. Again, it's something that the opposition will label as politics of convenience. as to whether the Prime Minister should in fact continue with the BJP tradition or should continue as the Prime Minister. That's again something that the BJP has to decide, and something that the opposition, of course, need to be focusing on their resources. Appreciate you, gentlemen, for joining us on the broadcast. A very interesting debate this, which of course the BJP itself has landed itself in a soup now, whether it will be able to get out of it or whether the Prime Minister will continue to be